Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about M&ms. You know, I never really thought that we were going to sit down and have a full-fledged conversation about the color of M&ms candies, the personalities that they represent, the sexuality of real-life people, and the societal impact of advertising by a candy company, all in the same topic video, but that is exactly what we're talking about in today's video, man. I cannot believe that this is like a real issue or whatever, you know? Now, I remember when this started to kind of first develop, you know, M&ms, they did the very brave thing, right, by introducing some new M&m candy characters or whatever, and they started you know, doing some really minor tweaks and changes to them, like things that it just, like, doesn't really matter to anybody, you know what I mean? But like, apparently the answer is yes, because people got like really offended and really defensive on behalf of chocolate flavored candies. But you know, this is what society's worried about these days, so of course that's what we got to talk about here on the channel, man. So in the last, like, I don't know, year or so, M&ms, they made some like changes to the little you know, the character candies, right, like from the Super Bowl commercials and stuff like that, right, the little like talking candies and stuff that are the M&ms. Well, apparently now all of them are being indefinitely like shelved. Okay, they're not using these in advertising or anything anymore because people got offended over some changes that got made to them, which those changes were made to like be socially acceptable slash socially inclusive or whatever. To put it in like internet terms, M&ms went woke or whatever, and then people got mad that they went woke, and then now M&ms is reversing suit because people got mad that they went woke. That's basically it. So looks like America's ongoing candy wars may have claimed more victims. In a surprise move, M&ms announced on Twitter Monday that its multicolored cast of candy spokespeople will be headed into indefinite retirement effective immediately. Their replacement, Saturday Night Live favorite Maya Rudolph. And M&ms put out like this social media statement or whatever based on the entire thing, and I guess explained the entire situation a little more in depth. America, let's talk. In the last year, we've made some changes to our beloved spokes candies. We weren't sure if anyone would even notice, and we definitely didn't think it would break the internet. But now, we get it. Even a candy's shoes can be polarizing. Which is the last thing M&ms wanted, since we're all about bringing people together. Therefore, we have decided to take an indefinite pause from the spokes candies. In their place, we are proud to introduce a spokesperson America can agree on, the beloved Maya Rudolph. We are confident Miss Rudolph will champion the power of fun to create a world where everyone feels they belong. Wow, what a powerful message from the folks at M&ms. Honestly, man, I don't know if I could have made it through my day if M&ms didn't try to champion inclusivity and bring the power to the people to create a unified world that we can all live in with happiness together. You know, if that candy company that was, you know, famous for making chocolate candies didn't make an important societal statement like that, man, what would we ever have done? You know, the same chocolate companies that are all famous for basically using like child slave labor in the Ivory Coast and in other places they grow cocoa, right? They're the people who I look forward to, like, you know, bringing inclusivity to the world. The companies that are, you know, having 7-year-old children harvest cocoa at gunpoint, those are the people that I take my moral values from, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know why this is a big deal. I'm gonna be honest, like, this is one of those videos where, like, I gotta kind of roast both sides of the argument, right? Because on one hand, you have people who are, like, really getting defensive over a multi-billion-dollar corporation being quote-unquote inclusive when, like, none of these companies ever cared about gay people, minorities, LGBT community, none of these people. They didn't give a shit about none of these companies until like the year 2017, when it became like socially progressive and acceptable to like basically, you know, say, oh yeah, I support black people, I support, you know, minorities, I support gay and trans people. Like, you didn't see any of these quote unquote inclusive companies fighting for any of these values before basically the majority of Americans were on board, right? But they're so inclusive. And you have people unironically defending these companies that once again literally profit from slave labor of children because, you know, they're so inclusive and they have the right values and the right morals for their company. And how dare anyone be mad that they're, you know, fake digitally created chocolate candy fake people have, you know, the wrong or right genders or shoes or colors or whatever, right? But then on the other hand, you have people who are like actually fucking mad, you know, like they see a digitally created M&M fake character candy that's used solely for advertising purposes. It's non-binary or has new shoes or whatever, right? And like they actually get fucking upset about it because of that. Like it feels like I'm the only person on the planet that like heard about M&M's changing their candy up and was like, wow, I could literally care less about any of this. Like half of America seems to think that it's like the greatest thing ever that they've made the M&M spokes candies more inclusive, and then the other half of Americans believe that this is like the first step to the Chinese invading the country or something. I don't know. I am a lifelong lover of the candy, and I feel it's such an honor to be asked to be part of such a legendary brand's campaign, the actress added. I think little Maya would be thrilled to get to work with M&M's. An M&M spokesperson confirmed the switch to Yahoo Entertainment, adding that the spokes candies will continue to exist in other venues. Quote, Maya will serve as the brand's new spokesperson, allowing the colorful cast of M&M spokes candies to step away and embrace a new path to pursue other passions. While we can't say much more now, fans should keep an eye on M&M's social media channels and m&ms.com to see more of Maya's journey, and we'll share more on the spokes candies' new pursuits over the next few weeks. Alright, so I'm gonna be a little bit of a conspiracy theorist here, right? So here in America, there is one event, right, where, basically advertising is uber important, and that would be the Super Bowl. Now, guess what's coming up in the next few weeks here? Yeah, exactly, the Super Bowl, where all these companies spend a ludicrous amount of money to advertise. And, M&M's just so happened to make this change, bring on this new spokesperson, get this big media situation all riled up over their candy being fucking having different colors and shoes and genders or whatever, literally just a couple weeks before the Super Bowl, okay? And they're literally leading you with that statement to keep like paying attention to the M&M's brand over the next few weeks. So a huge part of me thinks that the whole reason this whole thing's even happening in the first place is for a big media marketing stunt surrounding the Super Bowl, right, with M&M's. It just smells too fishy, right? And all of America fell for it, you know what I mean? People, blew the fuck up over this. Like I said, on one hand, everyone, oh, they're being inclusive. The chocolate flavored candies are different now. They're digitally created representations and advertising models. Like it's the biggest non-issue of all time, right? Like it feels goofy even making this video just talking about it, right? And I remember when it first happened, I think I made a video too. It's just such a weird non-issue. And like it just feels like all of this now being brought out is just because the Super Bowl's coming up and it's an opportunity to advertise the product, right? Here's my personal take on it, right? I don't have a problem with the LGBT plus community or anything like that. That's not really relevant, to be honest with you, but that's not the problem. The problem for me is, like, I don't look to a chocolate candy company and, like, expect for them to take moral sides on shit, Like, it's, once again, I know I keep stressing this, it's a company that uses fucking child slave labor, okay? Every time you go in the gas station and you buy that pack of peanut M&Ms, there was a 7-year-old with a gun barrel to the back of his head harvesting that cocoa that went into your chocolate, my man. If you're looking for, like, a chocolate company to, like, support moral issues, you already lost the game, Like, I don't need really any company on the planet to tell me morally what to think and like how I should feel. I just don't need that. Like, I'm my own person who can think for myself, If I want to support trans people in their struggle, I don't need a fucking chocolate company to tell me that, If I want to support people of color, I don't need a chocolate company, whatever it is, to tell me that, right? But people act as if like this is what's gonna solve these issues. It's like, oh, these companies have to take a stand on this. As if these companies aren't only taking these stances because they are financially in their own best interests, basically. The move to sideline M&M's popular spokes candies comes a mere 4 months after the brand introduced an all-new purple cast member, the first new addition in over a decade. As part of a larger effort to create a fresh modern take on the classic commercial characters, with the OG odd couple duo of Red Plain and Yellow Peanut. But that introduction also came with a certain amount of controversy. In January, Purple joined the other female spokes candies, Brown and Green, on an all-female M&M's package that was designed to celebrate women everywhere who are flipping the status quo. Mars announced a portion of sales will be donated to nonprofits like She Is the Music and We Are Moving the Needle. Conservative critics on outlets like Fox News immediately took issue with the campaign, suggesting that M&M's had gone woke. Meanwhile, Fox News' Tucker Carlson took issue with the more empowered depiction creation of the female spokes Candies, complaining that purple appeared, quote, plus-sized, and suggesting that the green character was coded as a lesbian. While Carlson's objections inspired some trolling on social media, his argument improbably took root in conservative media circles and may have influenced Mars's decision to relegate the M&ms spokes Candies to the sidelines. In their Twitter statement, the brand seemed to suggest that the recent decisions have been, quote, polarizing, adding, quote, we're all about bringing people together, but an M&ms spokesperson tells Yahoo Entertainment that the choice to bring in Rudolph had been decided some time ago. Quote, it isn't a reaction to, but rather is in support of our M&ms brand, which will always continue to evolve to bring people together through the power of fun. On Twitter, Eminem fans are certainly suggesting that the brand has bowed to Carlson and his candy-related rants. Alright, like, okay, so, Tucker Carlson caring, right, about whether or not the fucking M&M is plus-sized, like, it's stupid, right? I don't care about that. It's fucking ridiculous. You know, Tucker Carlson's job is literally just to be outraged about shit on TV to, you know, rile his viewers up. That's his job. Like him or hate him, Tucker Carlson's job is to get you mad. There's no other job there. So of course he's gonna take that opinion. Of course he's gonna take that fucking side. Is it completely ridiculous? Absolutely. Like, who gives a fuck if the fake M&M used to sell me more M&Ms is quote unquote plus sized or eats the other M&Ms giner? I don't care. You know, if I want some peanut M&Ms after I smoke the bowl, you know, that's all I give a fuck about. I don't care if your fake M&M characters are eating chotch or if they're sucking cock. I don't care. It doesn't matter, bro. They literally do not exist, okay? Like, they don't matter. If we're being real, it would make sense to have a plus-sized M&M, to have a fat M&M, because it's literally chocolate candy. Like, it's like alcohol with alcoholics. You know, I'm assuming that M&M, their target demographic isn't a 5'9", 150-pound person who does cardio 5 times a week, right? Like, they're definitely selling, hoping that big people are going to continue buying M&Ms every time they go to the store. They're not worried. Like, yeah, of course they're going to try that. But, like, why does any of it matter, bro? Like, at the end of the day, who really gives a fuck? Like, are you, like, be honest, man. Like, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on this thing. Does M&Ms having a lesbian green digital M&M make you more likely to go buy a pack of M&Ms? To all my lesbians watching this video, however many of them are watching this video, right? Does that make you more likely to go buy some M&Ms? All my fat people out there, does that make you more likely to go, I guess, buy M&Ms because they got a plus size M&M? Like, come on, man. Does anyone really care about this shit? I don't know. Apparently, bro. But I will leave off on this statement here, right? Okay, so M&Ms, they said, oh, it's too polarizing, and they pulled all this shit back. Does that not just prove my point that everything they're doing is performative for the sake of being performative? Like, if M&Ms really cared about creating such an inclusive world, you know, where everyone can come together and eat fucking chocolate sourced by children at gunpoint, would they really care that some news analyst on Fox News got like 300 people upset and they tweeted at him too many times? You know what I mean? Would they really care? If they were like really about the advancement of like society in any meaningful way, do you genuinely believe that they would just pull all this back? No, because it's all a marketing stunt. Whether it's for the Super Bowl or whether it was to, you know, basically profiteer off the back of progressive societal movements over the past decade, whatever it may be. This shit was an obvious stunt by M&Ms for money, and people are like actually arguing it as if it's like a societal problem, as if there's not much larger issues at hand right now, as if there's not just way more important shit for the rest of society to be worried about. And people are gonna audit, oh, well, you can chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. You can worry about more than one thing at the same time. Yeah, how about we worry about the 900 million actual fucking problems? America, you know, about to hit the fucking debt ceiling and having to raise it again. Or the wars that are happening around the planet. Or better yet, the potential of World War III in the next couple years. Or the millions of homeless, starving people in America alone. Or the incoming economic disaster that we're all waiting on, right? Maybe we should worry about all of those fucking things and not about, you know, which genitals the fake M&M prefers to, you know, orally please. Like, who really cares? I don't know, man. Need I say more? Fuck it. Let's wrap this up, man. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubTheOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about the M&M's controversy and signing out.